Welcome back to the channel. In this game, Nigel Short is playing against a Finnish Grandmaster, Heikki Westerinen, in round 6 of the Brighton International Tournament in 1983. Nigel was doing well at this point. He was 3.5 out of 5 and looking to progress in the tournament. The game started with the López. The Morphy defence closed. Black tries to attack the bishop. Maybe c3 would have been better here, attacking the pawn chain. This allows the bishop to be kicked. Here black forces white to play f3 before retreating. And finally Nigel plays c3 to attack the pawn chain. Here maybe d4 would have been a better move, striking in the centre. The black knight obviously aiming for f4, which white prevents. Here maybe knight to c6 would have been better to centralise the knight and keep an eye on d4. And again knight to c6, eyeing the d4 square, which white will break with very soon. After all the trades in the centre, white has emerged with a clear advantage in the fact that black has a long-term weakness in the back with d6 pawn, and also potentially his pawn on a6 is quite weak. Attacking the d pawn, which is duly defended. Applying more pressure to the knight and gaining the open file. A slight mistake possibly, maybe queen to e2 would have been better to connect the rooks and eye the a6 pawn. Again, queen to b3 might have been a better option to stop black playing rook to c8, harassing the knight. Black defends by moving to d7, where, as previously stated, I think rook to c8 would have been better. A brilliant move from Nigel, gaining a pawn, which obviously black can't take. The bishop back. As white will win material and go on to win the game. So black played the only move he could play, which was to take the f3 pawn. Here Nigel recaptures, which is a slight, is an inaccuracy. He should have maybe retreated the bishop to d4. And in the following variation, have a very nice position and maybe a clear advantage. He didn't do that, he took the pawn, but black's next move probably cost him the game. He chooses to take the e4 pawn, allowing the capture on f6, with the view that he's going to recapture on c4. But as we will see, the better option would have been to take the bishop. And queen to h5 now as the advantage of its attacking the f3 rook. So when white takes one of the rooks, black can recapture the f3 rook, and the position is actually quite equal. But the blunder that black played allows Nigel to gain a very quick advantage and swiftly end the game. A good move blocking the queen's attack on the a4 pawn, and retreating the bishop from where it's been attacked with tempo. A good move to check. Here white's only really got two options. You can move the king to f8 or take the rook, but either or is lost. He chooses king to f8. The bishop retreating, attacking at h6. The king tries to scramble away, but the rook check actually ends the game. If he plays rook to f8, rook to e4 wins, as black must give up his queen. Or if he plays king to e7, the same, rook e4 wins. A very nice game for Nigel, and he moved to 4.5 out of 6 in the tournament and going very well. Hope you enjoyed the game. Please like and subscribe. Until next time, thank you.